Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Addie and welcome to another reading vlog. And today is a fun kind of reading vlog because free will is not that fun. And we are going to let a spinner wheel decide how many hours I read for a week. I have the numbers 1 through 8 because I feel like 8 would definitely be a challenge for sure. So we're gonna leave it all up to chance, and for 7 days I will be letting it decide how long I read, but it will be good because I'm hoping that with all the 8-hour stuff I will get in so much reading, because that's the goal for August, is to read because it's my 1 month this year where I have absolutely nothing going on. We're gonna get into it. I'm super excited if you cannot tell. So I'm gonna talk a little bit about what I'm gonna be reading for this vlog. Very mood reading vibes. So the first book, I don't think I'm gonna complete it this week, but I definitely want to get at least like halfway, is I've just started Words of Radiance. I'm on page 104 and I'm really enjoying it so far. Now that I'm like in the series, I really like it, and I am very excited to see where the story goes. All the characters that were set up in the first book are now like starting to interconnect, and I'm absolutely adoring it. So hopefully I can continue to get this book done. But as you guys know, with this cosmic, like with the big books like this, I need more than one at a time because my attention span does not last for that long. So we are gonna mix it up a little bit. I'm really in the mood for a romance, and I have seen so many people talk about Caught Up and Play Along, which is like the newest of the Liz Tomford books in the Windy City series. And I also love that it's a Windy City series because I live in the Chicago area, so all these books being set in Chicago like feeds my Chicago loving soul. So I really enjoy this series, like the Chicago skyline in the back, love it so much. So, and I really adore this series. Like The Right Move is one of my favorite romances of all time. I don't know why I've been putting off reading Caught Up. I think it's because I've been so heavy in my fantasy era, and I just love these books so much. Like when I get really excited for a book, I just like avoid it, and it's like a problem. But I think I'm gonna finally get into this because I've seen so many people love the newest one, Play Along, so I really want to be caught up in this series. So I think the first book I'm going to read is this. I think it's a single dad on Chicago's MLB team. I know they're not going to say the Cubs, but in my head he's on the Cubs. I love the Cubs, so I'm a Cubs fan, if you guys cannot tell. I really am so excited to get to this, and I've heard really great things about it. So I think I'm gonna start off with this book, and as the week goes on, this is very subject to change because I am just mood reading what I've been feeling, just having some fun with it. But as of right now, I'll let you know what books I'm kind of thinking. And I'm thinking the third book in the Plated Prisoner series, Gleam. I really want to read this. I really want to finish this series in the next few months, so hopefully I can get to this. It's a brick, but it's also huge font, and like as you can see, like a lot of the page is not being taken up. So I fly through these books and I really am liking this series, so I want to get to that. And lately I have really been in the mood for another Kristen Hanna book because I love her. I love The Nightingale. It's one of my favorite books of all time, so I really want to read another one of her books. I might not get to this, but I really want to, and I've heard phenomenal things about The Great Alone. Yeah, those are the 4 books that I'm kind of thinking right now. If I complete the 3 that I just talked about, then I guess we'll move on. Also, don't know what I'm gonna read, to be honest, but for now I know I'm gonna read Caught Up because I've been dying to get to this, and read a little bit of Words of Radiance while I'm at it. So let's just get into seeing how many hours I'm gonna read. It's already like 1:30. It's kind of a busy day today, so I'm hoping I get like 1 to 3 hours, but let's see. Yes, 3 hours. So today I only have to read 3 hours, which is totally doable. I think my first goal for the 3 hours is I want to get to the interludes of Words of Radiance. So I think I'm going to try and read about 60 pages, and then I will switch over and start Caught Up. Hopefully get just a few chapters into this. So yeah, I'm really excited for some reading today. This is great. Starting off to a great start. I'm gonna read a bit today, and then I will update you how I'm feeling tomorrow and how far I got, and do another spinner. guys, so I have a couple updates. It is the next day now and I just wanted to come on and do the spinner again to see how much I have to read for today, and I wanted to tell you how I'm feeling about Caught Up and Words of Radiance. I did not get to the interludes of Words of Radiance. We'll try and do that today depending on how much time we have. The reason was because I got so into Caught Up. Like, I read 140 pages. I went over the 3-hour limit to get there because it was just so good. Something about Liz Tomford's Men, the standard, truly the standard. Like, she writes men so well, and like, he was a bit grumpy at first, like kind of annoying, but like, we're coming around. I actually think I'm going to order Play Along, which is the next book that just came out, and there is a high probability we'll be reading that book in this vlog, just because we keep getting glimpses at the couple that in that book and here, and like, I think I'm gonna like them even better than this couple, and I'm like foaming at the mouth for their book. So might order that today and read that sometime in this vlog, but I'm not sure. It sounds so good to me though right now. Literally, like, just the I'm gonna show you the page. Okay, on like page 126 she goes, "Kai, I am not your problem," and then he goes, "Be my problem." Like, this book like has me, like, I was in reading just like in bed last night and I was like literally giggling and grinning like a crazy person. Like, I looked probably deranged in my bed. Like, I was just like giggling, kicking my feet, like throwing my head back laughing or like gasping. Oh my god. As you can tell, I'm really enjoying this book. I just really enjoy all her books. Like, I really like this couple. I'm also loving the little cameos of the other two couples that we've gotten before them. It's just so good and I'm so excited to see how this plays out. Loving this. Words of Radiance, I did not get very far. I think I read like 35 pages. Okay, I read 40 pages. That's not awful. I have 20 more pages to get to the interludes today. Something crazy did happen in this though, where I was like kind of gagged in those 40 pages. Like, Brandon Sanderson is never afraid to like do the last thing that you expect. He did that and I was like, I'm kind of sad about it, to be honest. Like, the thing that happened. If you guys know, you know. But so far I'm really liking this. I'm liking this a lot more than I like The Way of Kings, which is good. I think like I'm finally just like in the story now and I'm having a lot of fun with this. But I am excited to I'm definitely gonna get to the interludes today. Also with these books, like once I get like to the halfway or like around here mark, I know my reading speed is gonna pick up a little. It's just, it takes me a little while to get into his books, but once I'm in it, I'm like loving it. But I really am liking this book so far. Let's get into seeing how much I'm gonna read today. Honestly, I was hoping to get a video ready out today, but if I have to read like 8 hours, that's not gonna happen. I'd love to clean my room. I'd love to film another video. So we're gonna see if that happens. I don't think it will, because yesterday I got really lucky. Tomorrow, it sounds like I don't want to read a lot, and I do. I have nothing going on and I'm like very busy at the same time. I don't know how that's possible. I don't know. Nothing like horribly wrong is gonna go down in my life if I don't have a lot of time to do the things I need to do today. But it would just be nice to get them done. But tomorrow, I literally have cleared the entire day to read. So tomorrow I'd love a lot of reading. Spin the wheel, shall we? I'm like scared. Why am I scared? No way. I got 1 hour. I'm quite happy. I'm gonna read my 1 hour probably later tonight. I'm so happy right now. I think I'm gonna use the 1 hour to read the last 20 pages in this and get whatever I get up and caught up. I'll probably read more than an hour today, to be honest, like later tonight. Now I can get done everything I need to get done and I'm quite happy about it. Yeah, I'm gonna read my 1 hour today and then I'll update you with my thoughts on the end of part 1 of Words of Radiance and however long I get and caught up. next day. And yesterday I did end up reading an hour. I'm glad I got an hour because yesterday was kind of a busy day, but I feel like so far this hasn't really been like a challenge. We're on the third day now and like gotten 3 hours in 1 hour. I kind of want to get like some actual reading done, but I did get some good reading done yesterday. I did finish part 1 of Words of Radiance, and part 1 ending was actually insane. Like, this one compared to The Way of Kings is definitely like keeping me on my toes. Like, I feel like I'm in it now. A character just showed up where he's kind of the worst, and like it ended on kind of that cliffhanger in part 1, and now we're in the interludes. So I'm kind of excited to get through the interludes and see like what happens with this character. I just hate this man, so I'm like, why are you here? But I think I'm gonna take a break from this today. I got to page 188 and caught up. I'm a little under halfway, I think. I didn't read a ton yesterday, to be honest, but I don't know. This book, I'm still like really enjoying it, but romance books always are kind of like the make or break is like kind of the middle part for me, because sometimes it slows down and I can feel the slowing down just a little bit. I don't know, the guy annoyed me in the beginning a little bit, but that's always kind of expected with like grumpy men trope. Now she's kind of annoying me because like I hate when like characters so clearly want something but they're so like deeply in denial about it. The main thing in here is that she's like leaving in a few months, and it's like she like has to go back to her fancy job, but like she hates her job, but the whole time she's like, I'm leaving, like I'm going in 2 months, like I'm going, very adamant about it. But then she like talks about how much she doesn't really want to go and like how happy she is, and then but she's like still being very just like stubborn about going back, and it's like, what are you trying to get back to, girl? Like, I don't know, it's just hard to watch a character do something be so stubborn. So that's kind of where I'm at on this. I would love to finish this today, to be honest. This is taking me too long for a romance book. I think that's why I'm gonna take a break from Words of Radiance and try and finish Caught Up today. But for now, let's spin the wheel. Today's like the day where I'm like, I don't really care if I get a long number. The only thing today that I really want to do is some journaling, but I can listen to an audiobook and journal. So I also have, actually I might not take a break from this. Like when I journal, I might just listen to this on audio. I guess we'll see what the number picker says for me today. So let's see, why am I nervous? I know one of these times I'm gonna get like 8. Why did I say that? I got 8s, like this thing listens to me. Yesterday I was like, oh, I really want 1. I should test that, because like I say the number and then it lands on that number the last 2 times. I wonder if I should test that out. But nonetheless, I did get 8, so it's 9:30 a.m. I should probably get on that. I will definitely be finishing this today then, and probably get a little bit done of this just because I want to do a bit of journaling. Maybe get through the interludes for part 1 are pretty long. They're like 50 pages, so I don't think I'm gonna get through them today, but like maybe like a chapter or 2. But I will update you guys later today if I finish Caught Up. If not, I will chat with you guys tomorrow. Hey guys, I just want to give you guys a little quick update before the day is done because today's my long day. I've paused the timer. I have a little bit over 3 hours to go and it is 7:30, so I'm gonna be up kind of late, at least until 11, but that's okay. It's cool, it's fine. But I know I'm definitely going to, I wanted a little update because I know I was gonna finish Caught Up at some point. Probably about an hour left of this, and it's definitely getting good. It's like getting to like the big ending part, which I'm excited about. Thoughts on this real quick. The middle definitely got a little slow for me, but like I'm still really enjoying this, and I love books where like the man falls harder. It's definitely what's happening in this, and I'm adoring it. So I really do like that aspect. I just think the middle got a little slow for me, but that's okay because I'm really liking the ending and I loved the build up to. That's why I love slow burn romances, because I feel like those are always my favorite, because I love once like they're like admit to each other that they like each other and like have deeper feelings. Like I'm out. I'm like, okay, I'm bored now. I don't care. I don't know. It's still really good though, and I'm very excited to see how it's gonna play out. I think afterwards, because I think I'm still probably gonna have like an hour and a half at least to read. I think by the time it ends though, I'm gonna be too tired for Words of Radiance. So I'm gonna start Gleam by Raven Kennedy. And this is the third book in the Played as Prisoner series. Look at me sticking to the TBR. It looks huge, but I think I'm gonna fly through it because like literally just like let me like look at all that space on the side. Look how much dialogue. Like also this book is on Kindle Unlimited, and that always goes into like if I'm gonna read a book or not, because I've been in kind of a Kindle mood. I've been reading Caught Up mostly on my Kindle, and I'm probably gonna read this on my Kindle. That was just my quick update, and I wanted to let you guys know where I was, and hopefully I'll be able to complete the whole 8 hours. Like I will be really mad at myself if I can't. If I start at 8, I'll be done by 11, and I don't go to bed in the summer until like 12 anyway. I would have honestly probably been way further along right now, but I had to go pick my mom up from the airport today. Honestly, it really stressed me out because I hate driving around the airport. It's actually the worst. So I had to come home, decompress from that, and now I'm ready to read again. So I will let you guys know how I'm feeling, how far I get tomorrow, and if I actually got the full 8 hours. Hey guys, it is the next day. Sorry for sitting on, like I usually sit in my chair. For the life of me, I cannot find a charging cube, and my little lamp light that gives me good lighting over there is not working. So the window by my bed is supplying the best light right at the moment. We're rolling with it, we're rolling with the punches. So I did do the 8 hours. Yesterday, the 8 hours felt eternal, but I still had a good time. I was just so exhausted by the end of it, and I feel like I was reading really slowly. So like I did read the full 8 hours, but I just feel like I don't have that much to show for it. But I did finish Caught Up by Liz Tomforde. I know I said the middle was a little draggy, but like the end totally made up for it. Like it was a really good ending. What I really liked about this book in particular is I love romances where like the conflict at the end is like actual like real life, like oh this is like stopping us from being together, like a very valid reason. Like I just hate miscommunication where it's like literally have one conversation and all your problems will be solved. This was not like that, which I appreciated. Yeah, I really liked how it turned out. It kind of had me tearing up a little bit. I know the main character kind of annoyed me, but which she did. They actually both did at points, but because like it's very rare I get through a whole book without a character annoying me. I'm very easily annoyed. One thing about me. I'm working on it. Main character in this, I did relate. She puts all her decisions she makes, like she puts a lot of pressure on herself to like be the best at everything, and I am very much like academic validation daughter. So I really like that aspect of the book as well. But I am so excited for Play Along because I love this series so much, and I'm so excited to get to the next couple story. Like they hinted at it and I'm like dying for it. But that came today. I don't think I'm gonna start it. I might in this video. I'm not sure if I'll get to it in this video, but I'll definitely get to it this month because I'm very excited about it. Overall, I really like this book. I gave it a 4.5. It was really close to a 5 stars. It just didn't quite get there for me, but also I rated the second book in this series 5 stars, The Right Move, and that book was actual perfection. I loved every second of it. I was dying for like their moments in this book, and I just don't feel like this book was like right on that level as my love for that book. So I'm keeping this at a 4.5 because I just didn't quite like it as much as that one, but it was still very good. So the goal I definitely want today, I want to get through these interludes and get to part 2. And then last night I did start Gleam on my Kindle. I got through the prologue. I was exhausted. It was like the last like 30 minutes of the 8 hours. I was a bit sleepy, so don't have much to say about it. I think I just wasn't really enjoying it because I just wasn't in a reading mood, but I do like the series a lot, so I'm excited to start this today. I want to get like a good chunk of it done today. I'm hoping to read this entire afternoon. I really hope I don't get another 8 hours though, because it's 11 o'clock already. We have had a slow start to the day. We are going to spin the wheel and pray that I don't get another 8. I'm thinking like 4 or 5 would be really great, but I don't get to make that decision. The spinner wheel does. I'm so nervous for another. I don't want one. Yesterday I really think this thing is listening to me, so I'm trying. Maybe if I say like 4, it'll land on 4. That'd be crazy if it did. This is like gonna confirm its suspicions or not. 4. It was not 4, so, but it was 5, which is kind of, it's a good mix. I think I can definitely read 5 hours today. That is very doable, and I just didn't want 8. Like I wanted to like a good like happy medium, and that would have been 4. It's 1 more hour, but you know what, it's good because I can definitely finish the interludes and get a good chunk into this, and I fly through these books, so hopefully I will have a bit faster of a reading pace today. I really want to read this and start The Great Alone in this vlog, and I think today's day 4. We halfway through. I think I can, depending on how many hours I get the rest of this week, but I'm very excited. I'm gonna do my 5 hours. It's a beautiful day outside today, so maybe I'll go outside and read for a little bit, then I will let you guys know how I'm feeling. It is the next day now, and I really hate to inform you I did not get to my 5 hours yesterday. Not even close. I probably read for like an hour and a half. Honestly, I feel so bad. Like I'm always so hard on myself, but I think I'm like coming down with something. I don't know if you can like tell from my voice, but like I might be getting a little cold. I just don't feel right. I literally slept all day yesterday. It's already like noon and I've been like sleeping all morning, which is really unlike me. I'm usually an early bird. Anyway, but we're gonna persevere through today. I'm really tired today, so I'm hoping for a low number, but I literally have nothing going on. So I think if I get a high number, it wouldn't be a big deal. Like it wouldn't be like, oh, I don't have time for this day. It's just like I might just fall asleep during it. But I did get around 85 pages into Gleam, and I will say, like, I'm really liking this book. These books are just so entertaining, truly. I need this character development to happen like now. Orin, the like main girl, is back to pissing me off. She's like funny. She's just so stubborn. She has a really weird like moral code that only applies to some people. I don't fully understand it, but this book truly flies by so fast. Like I feel like I didn't read for very long yesterday, and I'm shocked that I'm on page like 87 right now. The size no longer intimidates me because it just goes by so fast. So I'm hoping to get more into this today because I am really enjoying it, because like just pure entertainment value. I'm having a lot of fun. Also yesterday play along did come in the mail, so I don't think I'm gonna get to this in this vlog because I think today's day 5 of the challenge. It's kind of, I don't know, I feel like I don't have, it's already day 5 and I feel like I don't have that much to show for it, but I guess I have finished a whole book and I got to part 1 in Words of Radiance. But like, you know, like this week has just been a slow week, but that's okay because any reading is good reading. Honestly too, I really need to edit today because today's Monday and I usually upload today, and I need to finish editing my reset video that will already be out by the time you see this, but honestly that might happen tomorrow. I know it's already out and like I'm like speaking to like future, but like I'm sorry that video is lit. Anyway, so, and I didn't read any of Words of Radiance, but that's okay. Anyway, quick update. Let's just do this spinner and see what goes on. Give me like 2 or 3, please. 2 or 3. It's not gonna be 2 or 3. Guys, it's 7 hours. That's okay. You know what? We're gonna get major progress done in this book. I think I'm gonna take a little break from Words of Radiance for today, just because, unless I get like need a break from this, because like I'm just so tired and I have like a headache, and it's like you know that kind of like pre-sick headache where you're like right here and those words are so small. This is good because I was gonna like try and get like some work done today, but you know, when you're not feeling good, it should just be a reading day and like taking care of yourself. So this is like forcing me to like take a break and just read. So looking at the bright side of it, I guess I'm reading 7 hours today, and I'll let you know. Don't know if I'm gonna film really anything today else, but I will update you guys if I got to 7 hours. Hello guys, it is the next day now. I am sorry I didn't film anything yesterday, but the bright side is I did get to the 7 hours, and you know what, I think even though I did not get my video out, but that's okay because I had one on Friday, I feel a little better today. Like, I think forcing myself just to like chill and read for the day was exactly what I needed. So like the spinner wheel knew what I needed before I knew what I needed. So I guess thank you, spinner wheel, for giving me 7 hours. I did get a very large chunk out of this book. I'm on page 593 and this book flew by, and I would love to talk about it. I have so many thoughts. But first I will say, I want to say that I woke up this morning to 500 subscribers. Actually crazy to me. It doesn't feel that long ago that I was like thanking you guys for like 100 subscribers. Like every milestone, it just feels like so crazy to me, and I absolutely love making these YouTube videos and I have so much fun, and I just love talking about books more than anything. So the fact that people like to like my opinions and like to watch my vlogs and all that, like it just makes me so happy. So thank you to each and every one of you that is subscribed. I am so thankful for all of you, and I love talking about books with you guys, especially in the comments and all that. So thank you guys so much for subscribing, and I just want to say that because I'm just so excited. But talking about Gleam now, this book is like cementing, I wouldn't say a 5-star series, but it might be. I'm not quite there yet though, but like the way it's progressing is giving it like 5-star series potential. Like I am loving this book. I know I said yesterday that she was annoying me. Part of it was I was in a bad mood. So I feel like everything was getting on my nerves. So she doesn't really annoy me. The author does write this main character very well, because she is a victim of abuse like her entire life, and like you get frustrated with her because like you know she's strong and you know she's like doesn't deserve this, but like she hasn't quite gotten there yet. So like it's just frustrating to watch, like read, where it's like, girl, stand up. But like it's not as easy as it seems, especially like when you've dealt with abuse your entire life. Also, I really have been enjoying how this author is portraying abuse and like abuse victims, and like and her character development, especially the main character, is amazing. Throughout this book I have like fallen in love with her, and yesterday the 7 hours, it felt like literally like 2 minutes because I was eating this book up. The romance in this, like based on the first book, I never would have been like, oh, I love the romance, you know, but like this is like top tier romantic romance. Like it is so good. Like I was eating it up. I really was. I just love when a man is just so down bad. Like I also just think that like she deserves the world. So I'm like, let's get to the part where she gets the world, you know. So it's been really fun to watch her like come into her own this book, and like kind of, because like book 2 definitely kind of set up for her to like come into her own and like start to stand up for herself and like choose herself. This book, it's starting to like be executed, and I'm really enjoying that. So I am absolutely adoring this book. I think I'm gonna go out and buy the 4th one this week. Anyway, I'm absolutely adoring this book. I have about 160 pages left. I really want to finish this today. I would also really like to finish the interludes, because I probably have about 25 more pages of that in Words of Radiance. I'm feeling better today, so I want to like kind of hop back into that, because despite like not reading it a ton in this vlog, like I am really enjoying it. So I am gonna hop back into that, and I don't know, I'm hoping not to get like 7 hours again, but like I'm kind of okay with getting like 3 or 4 hopefully. Like I also need to edit, so we'll see. We're gonna spin the wheel and see how it goes. I got 5 hours and not exactly what I wanted, but that's okay. 5 hours is totally doable. Cause that's actually good because I can finish this, and I'm gonna make some muffins I think today, so I'm going to probably, it gives me a chance to listen to the rest of the interludes for Words of Radiance. I think the plan, because I think I will definitely finish this in under 5 hours plus. Okay, yeah, I have like 20 more pages of the interludes, so I think I will definitely finish both of that today. I'll either continue reading more Words of Radiance, but if I'm tired, I don't know, I really want to read Play Along because I just can't stop thinking about what we saw from the characters in this book and Caught Up. Like, I genuinely, like, that is like consuming my mind, so I feel like I really want to read this. But on the other hand, I also really want to read The Great Alone because I know I'm really gonna like both books that I pick. Like, not really a gamble going on. You know what, when I switch books, it's gonna be in between these two, so I'm not sure which one I'm going to pick yet, but I will let you guys know when I decide. Hey guys, so it's still the day, so I wanted to give you guys an update. I have a 2.5 hours to go tonight, which is totally doable. It's 5:20, so I'll probably just read for the rest of the night, but I did want to hop on and update you guys. This girl creates a ruckus everywhere she goes. Anyway, so I wanted to update you guys because I did finish Gleam in the last couple hours, and this book was truly phenomenal. Like, I had zero expectations of going into this and then rating it 5 stars. That was not where I thought this video was going. Also did not think that reading the first book that any books in this series would make it to 5 stars, but this was so good. The ending gagged me. I was on the edge of my seat, like losing my mind. I just love the main character now. Like, she is literally the main character, especially in this one, is like the epitome of the song Who's Afraid of Little Old Me by Taylor Swift. Like, so many times in this book I was like, she is channeling this song, especially at the end. Love her so much. Her development up to this point has been like genius, to be honest. Like, I don't know, a lot of like the other girls, like there's a lot of jealousy from the other girls that Midas has, like, keeps around, like his little mistress side chick girlies. They call them saddles in these books, but like the other saddles get so jealous of her because she's the favored, and like the jealousy creates so much like bitterness, and like they're so just like cruel to her, and like it literally, like, she's so much better than me. Like, I would be throwing hands, like, but she's a heart of gold, for like literally and figuratively. These girls are awful to her, but like she like has so much compassion for them. It's like, oh, like they're just doing the best they can, like with what they've been given. Like, I want to help them out and blah blah. It was just she always wants to help them and make sure they're okay, and like they're so mean to her in return, and I don't know why she does it, but she's so sweet and kind. I love that she's coming into her own, and I'm so excited to read the other 3 books. I think the last one in this whole series comes out like late August, which is actually such perfect timing. I feel like I'm reading this at the perfect time, so I'm hoping to like read the other 2 this month, at some point in this month, just so I can be ready for the last and finale, because I need to know how the series ends, because like I'm just obsessed with it, to be honest now. I also, while I was baking my muffins, which turned out very good by the way, I got another chapter of the interludes done, and I only have 1 more chapter until I'm at part 2. Definitely finish the interludes of Words of Radiance tonight, and then possibly start part 2, but I am going to start a new book too, and I'm in between starting Play Along and The Great Alone. I don't know, I was so excited to read Play Along after Caught Up, but now I'm like, I feel like I should savor it, because like the next one I know won't come out for a little while, and I love the Windy City series, so I feel like I should like read a few books in between, just so I could like have that to look forward to. I don't know, I'm kind of like craving like a story, like just like a story that's gonna make me like feel like deeply, and Kristen Hanna always does that for me, so I'm leaning towards The Great Alone, and I don't know why it's intimidating me. I feel like The Nightingale, like World War II, like I know like so much more about that era, because like I feel like we touch on it a lot more like in school and stuff, so like something about that time period seems less intimidating to me than the Vietnam War. But it also, I know it sets place in Alaska, so that will be really exciting to read about, because Alaska's beautiful. And yeah, I think I'm gonna read The Great Alone. Also, just like mix it up, like we already read Caught Up in this vlog, like I like to keep you guys like on your toes, so like to switch it up for you. Yeah, and then I will let you guys know how I'm feeling about those tomorrow. Hi guys. Okay, so I want to give you guys an update. So yesterday I actually took a break from doing the spinner wheel, because I just knew I wasn't gonna be able to read that much yesterday, and didn't want to like just not do it because I didn't have time. And yesterday was because me and my best friend, we drove to Indy for the Tate McRae concert, and it was so good. I love Tate McRae. I don't really talk about like music that much besides like Taylor Swift on this channel, but like I love Tate McRae. So I love all the pop girlies. Like that's just like, when anyone asks like what my taste is, I'm like the pop girlies plus Harry Styles. But I want to show you guys, they have I got her merch, I got a little piece of merch, and it was like this little like jersey, her thing's like jerseys, like this little jersey crew neck, and I just thought it was so cute. And also I think it's cute that it's like T8, like Tate. It's pretty creative, I like that. But it was really fun. Today though is the last day of the spinner wheel challenge. Also lied to you guys when I said I was gonna read The Great Alone. I just didn't. I started Play Along. I was just looking at it, and like it was calling my name. Like after Caught Up and like their little teaser in the Caught Up epilogue, I was like, I need it, I need to read this. So I started Play Along, and it's so good so far. I didn't get that far in it, to be honest. I read a little bit more of Way of Kings, which took me longer. I am really liking how this book is starting out. I really like Isaiah. He's very like golden retriever. Like also I love in romance books when like the guy is immediately like her. Like I like her, like, and like sticks with it. In like the last like few books, like she's been engaged, but like he's like low-key been in love with her, but like she's engaged, so he hasn't like done anything, like lived his normal life. Like he's kind of like a playboy on the Chicago baseball team, but one day she comes to work without her ring, and he's like, okay, like he's now locked in. Like he is done like messing around with other girls. Like he's like, this is my shot, and I love that. Like I don't want to give too much away because it gets teased in the other book, but like that's the trope, like a fake or like accidental marriage. I'm really liking that. I absolutely adore this series because I love the found family, and I think right now, like I know I keep talking about like with like the moving this month, like it's really has like been stressing me out, and I think like in the books I'm reading, I'm really looking for like comfort. Like, I've been continuing a lot of series, like with the Brandon Sanderson, with The Way of Kings. Like I already know these characters, like I like the Cosmere, I'm comfortable in the Cosmere. I love these books because I know the found family, I love the found family. And same thing, like in this blog I read Gleam. Like I really love those characters, I love that story, like I'm loving watching how it's developing, and I think like my reading is definitely reflecting like what I need up here right now, and that is like just comfort and staying like in my comfort zone. I love it. So I'm definitely not going to finish this today in this vlog, but I'm going to get a little further in. But also, with the Words of Radiance, I finished the interludes. I got like 3 chapters into part 2. I'm on page 230 now. I am really starting to get into this. I think it was kind of slow going for me in this vlog with this because I was like mostly reading the interludes. And for me, the interludes, after I finish them, like I might just be dumb, I don't know, but like, well, anyone who's been with me on my journey starting this series, like the first like few hundred pages of Way of Kings, I like did not know what was going on, but now I do know what's going on like in the story, but like I still get that feeling when I read the interludes. It's like after the interludes are done, I'm like, anyway, like whatever that was. That's kind of why I've been dragging with this, but now that I'm through that, I'm definitely like feel like I'm going a little bit quicker with this and I'm enjoying it a little bit more. So probably will read a little bit more today, read more of Play Along and see where I get. I'm definitely not going to finish any more books in this vlog, but we'll see how it goes. So I'm gonna stop yibber yabbering and spin the wheel. I need to get a video out today. Like it's just been bad of me. I just have not had motivation. I just don't handle change well, and I think the anticipation of the change is really stressing me out, and I think it's gonna reflect in like just like everything. So I'm really sorry about the not getting a Monday upload this week. Okay, let's spin the wheel. Okay, we got another 5 hours. Not awful. I'm a little tired, so I'm gonna try and get a few chapters more of Words of Radiance, and then read, at least get like halfway of Play Along. Then we'll officially be done with the vlog. And then tomorrow I will go over how long I read, how much I read, and wrap up the vlog. Hi guys, so today completes the spinner wheel challenge for a week. I did complete the 5 hours yesterday. Throughout this reading challenge, I have been trying to read a good chunk of this, but I read this so much slower than I read an average book, just because like look at that font, you guys. Like it's so small and the pages are huge. Like this compared to like a regular book. Here, let me show you like a regular standard paperback size compared to this. I feel like those extra like inch really does make a difference. So I go slow. It's a lot of world building, so I think this slowed me down, and I probably didn't read as many books this week as I could have otherwise with this challenge, but that's okay. It doesn't really matter as long as we were reading. So yesterday I read 5 hours and I got to page 170 in Play Along. I want to talk about this for a sec. I absolutely am loving this book, and I just really like them together. I think he's exactly what she needs, and once she opens up her eyes, it's gonna be great. But so I am really enjoying this. I did not finish it. I got like halfway, but I'm very excited to finish this weekend. I just loved Liz Tomford. Like I love the found family in this. Like I love like seeing the snippets from other characters. It's so much fun. So overall I'm really liking that. And Words of Radiance, I actually got pretty far in this yesterday. I read a good chunk. I read to 278 and I think I was on 230 yesterday. Words of Radiance is definitely better than the first one in my opinion. And also, since a huge chunk of this vlog was me in the interludes, I like wasn't that excited about it, but now that I'm in part 2, I'm like, yes, like let's get it going. Like I am loving this. Also, if you guys remember, I like notoriously did not like Shallon as the main character. Like she really annoyed me in the first book. I really like her in this book. I'm like, okay, I don't know what Brandon Sanderson did to you, but like you're slaying. I absolutely love her now. So if you read the first one and didn't like her, I think she gets better. So that's good. At least I enjoy her chapters because a lot of this book consists of Shallon chapters. So anyway, I'm really excited to continue on with this. Other books I've read, I am holding firm on my 5-star rating for Gleam. Absolutely adored this book. I'm so excited to read the next one. Caught Up, final rating, I think I'm gonna go somewhere between 4.25 and 4.5. I'm leaning towards 4.5, but I really like this book. It was one of my favorites in the series, probably my second favorite over The Right Move, and I think it's going to stay that way based on how Play Along is going, but we'll see how I feel at the end of that book. These are all the books that I've read throughout the week, and I had such a great time. I really liked every book that I read, which was good because I was reading a lot. I'm definitely feeling a little tired, a little burnt out. I did read a total of 34 hours, and that's actually kind of crazy that I'm like, no wonder I'm feeling a little burnt out because I read a lot. But I do feel like I should have more to show for it, but sometimes I just have slow reading weeks, and I think this is one of them. I think like I said, Words of Radiance really slowed me down. I had a lot of fun with this challenge. If you guys enjoy these type of challenge videos, please let me know, and let me know if you have any other ideas of other kinds of challenges you would like to see me do. I love filming reading vlogs, and I love like doing like little like spins on reading vlogs like this, so please let me know. Let me know if you have read any of the books in this vlog and what you have thought about them. Thank you guys so much for watching this week's video. If you like my channel, please like, comment, and subscribe. I hope you guys have a fabulous week, and I will see you guys soon. Bye.